Hey guys, sorry if the picture on here doesn't look the best. I've again had a few issues with the camera, but just got it back up and running. And yes, I'm going to do a video on a bit of the news that's broke over the last few days at Grimsby Town. It's finally been announced, and obviously a couple of things people have found out on social media, but I'm going to sort of tie this all in to this video, a little bit of an added Grimsby video as we are in the close season now. Unfortunately, two bits of this news are not the best kind of news. Some real sad news, in fact, in the last couple of days, over the weekend. You could say we lost two icons of Grimsby, and it starts with a wonderful gentleman who I had the privilege of meeting a couple of times when he was sat in the main stand where the wheelchairs were. Of course, it's our oldest supporter, Jack Hinchliffe. Recently passed away over the weekend at the age of 104. And a very nice gentleman. There was a few times where I just sat next to Jack, and Jack sort of had no aura. I think everyone that knew Jack or heard of Jack sort of, and I would say had the privilege to sit next to Jack. That really is a real sad bit of news. Obviously, Grimsby's announced it as well. It has been all over social media. And Grimsby announced it by saying this: Grimsby Town Football Club is deeply saddened to learn the passing of Jack Hinchliffe, who passed away peacefully over the weekend. Jack had supported the Mariners since 1948, and his love for Grimsby Town was truly lifelong. His knowledge and memories of both the football club and the town itself were remarkable, and spending time with him was a privilege for everyone who had the opportunity. And like I said, I had a couple of opportunities to just sit with Jack in the main stand when he used to come the last few seasons. The last couple of times he did come, and lovely gentleman. And like I said, this is a real loss to the Grimsby Town family. This. Recently, we were delighted to visit Jack alongside Cam McJanet to celebrate his birthday. During that visit, we were all blown away by his wit, humour, and incredible passion for the Mariners, which remained as strong as ever. And that's true. Obviously, Cam, just before the playoffs were confirmed, he went to visit Jack in his nursing home, and you could just tell by the video that Grimsby put up, that Jack was vibrant as ever. He was always when I sat next to him, he was always focused. He always he was always focused when the game was on. It was like, right, I'm in the serious mode. He really had a passion for this club, which like no other. I know a lot of the stewards love Jack. I know that. I think everyone that came across Jack, whether it be for years or whether it just be for a few minutes, you could feel the passion that he had for Grimsby. And this is a real heartbreaking one for the club. But as everyone at the club will say, R.I.P. to Jack. I would say a true town legend. A guy that really, with Jack, you could probably cut him open, and he really did bleed black and white. And thoughts go out to his family, and obviously his friends, and of course the wider Grimsby Town community. So, like I said, this video hasn't started off great. It doesn't exactly get much better, unfortunately, because as that was announced, another sort sort of legend of the club, at least on the media side of it. I was a bit surprised when I saw this come up on social media. I was in shock. I didn't realise that. Unfortunately, Grimsby's former press officer, Dale Lanson, has sadly passed away as well. Dale played an important role at the football club during his time as a press officer and was a well-known and liked figure among colleagues, supporters and members of the local media. Passionate about Grimsby Town and dedicated to his work, Dale made a valued contribution to the club and will be remembered fondly by all those who had the pleasure of working alongside him. Everyone at Grimsby Town sends their heartfelt condolences, obviously, to Dale's family, friends and loved ones at this difficult time. And they finish by saying, rest in peace, Dale, once a Mariner, always a Mariner. And yes, Dale had that he had that way with his interviews, always asking players how it came about, and Dale. I only met Dale a couple of times. I know a lot of fans know him definitely better than me, and I have seen the social media outpouring for Dale. Dale was a great guy. He again another guy who was so passionate for Grimsby Town, and this one came as a real shock to again the Grimsby Town community, and I suppose for anyone that knew Dale, my thoughts obviously go out to Dale's family, friends, and as Grimsby said, everybody that knew Dale or spent any time with Dale. So, two bits of news you don't really want to bring, but I always said that in this channel I will keep you up to date with everything that comes out about Grimsby Town or that involves Grimsby Town. And unfortunately, those two bits of news that broke over the weekend, not really the type of news you wanted to start a video with. But rest in peace to both of those people, and of course to their friends and families. And I'm sure over the season, I'm sure we'll have over next season, I'm sure we'll have something planned, a minute's applause, something for Dale and of course for Jack. So sorry, it's still quite shocking to me. Now on to a bit of brighter news that's come up in the last couple of hours, really. Sorry, I really am flustered with both those two things. I was sort of ready, and then when you sort of read them, you realise you're sort of not. But moving on now from that, good news about season tickets. That news dropped a few hours ago. Over 3,700 season tickets have already been sold for next season, ahead of the coming season. And Grimsby Town announced it with a little statement here saying, Grimsby Town supporters have once again shown the incredible backing for the Mariners, with 3,717 season tickets already sold ahead of next season. With the early bird deadline approaching this Friday, May the 29th, at 4 p.m, supporters are encouraged to secure their seat now to take advantage of the best value prices available for the new campaign. The figures represents a huge increase compared to the stage last year, with the club having sold, only 1,885 season tickets at the same point ahead of last campaign, meaning sales have almost doubled year on year. And I wish I could say that surprises me, guys. That does not surprise me at all. Not with this fan base. You know, I've always said this. We are one of the strongest fan bases in the league. You know, we travel so well. And yes, at times maybe the atmosphere at Bundle Park can be sometimes maybe a little bit hollow at times, depending on the game, I think. But, you know, most of the time at home, you know, when one stand starts, everyone starts to get going and get behind the lads. And again, we're just showing fantastic support for the club, even with the increase for the Mariners. It's absolutely phenomenal. Nearly 4,000 tickets. I think we'll break the 4,000 barrier before next Friday. Before Friday. Before this coming Friday. I think we'll break the 4,000 barrier. I'll be surprised if we don't. And that 4,000 people taking up the early bird. Bearing in mind the season only finished 3 weeks ago. Well, our league season finished 3 weeks ago. You know, our actual season finished 2 weeks ago, and 3,717 as of the end of today. Wow. Amazing support for the Mariners heading in to next season. Also, what was announced earlier today is a new sponsor for the pontoon stand. This is great news, obviously, for the club, having the pontoon sponsored, and Grimsby Town announced it by saying this. Grimsby Town are delighted to announce Technica as the new official sponsor of the pontoon at Blundell Park in a new 3-year partnership. Technica is a specialist engineering company working across energy and critical infrastructure, helping clients design, build and maintain the systems that millions of people depend on every day. Led by Group Managing Director John Davison, the company delivers complex engineering projects across the UK and internationally, trusted by some of the UK's biggest energy and infrastructure operators to deliver work that really matters. And Adam Smith did say, John's COO, said, we're delighted to have Technica supporting the football club. They are a business operating on a global scale, rooted in our local community, employing local people. As a football club, we want to be a platform that helps drive civic pride and commercial growth across the town. Seeing strong Grimsby employers like Technica backing their vision gives us a huge confidence about what can be achieved together. And John Davison himself did also say a lot of our team, apologies, have grown up in the town, gone to school here and raised their families here. Sponsoring the pontoon is our way of giving something back to the community that supported us. It's an iconic part of Blundell Park, and we're proud to be part of the Mariners family. Everyone at Grimsby Town would like to thank Technica for their support and warmly welcome them to the Mariners family. And obviously, of course, Polly, of course, had a few words to say as well. If you do want to read about that, that's obviously on the club's website. But that is great news as well. You know, a 3-year partnership with Technica to be the new pontoon sponsor for next season. And also, in this thrown together video, shall we say, a new non-executive director has been appointed, and it's Richard Holsworth has been appointed. Grimsby Town announced it by saying This Grimsby Town Football Club is delighted to confirm the appointment of Richard Holdsworth as a non-executive director. Richard brings a wealth of experience across business planning, risk management, governance and corporate finance, underpinned by a strong background in both accountancy and marketing. He's a member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants in England and Wales and Chartered Institute of Marketing. He had prior experience in regulatory environments, holding a non-executive role at Lincoln Bishop University, where he chaired both the audit and finance committees during his time there. And I think this is great. A lifelong Mariner supporter, which he is. Again, any local people that we can get involved and wants to get involved, it's always great to have them on board, because you always know they've got the club's best intentions at heart. He was spoken to, and he said, "I'm incredibly proud to be joining Grimsby Town as a non-executive director. I've supported the club for over 35 years, and it's a real privilege to have the opportunity to contribute behind the scenes at such an exciting time for the Mariners." And of course, Polly, the CEO, Polly Bancroft, said this: "We're delighted to welcome Richard to the board. He brings a wealth of experience across corporate finance, business planning and fundraising, alongside a genuine passion for Grimsby Town. His insight and expertise will be a real asset as we continue to develop the club both on and off the pitch." And obviously, everyone welcomes Richard to Bundle Park. I, on the other hand, I of course do the same, and it's great to see that more local businesses are getting involved with the Mariners now, and it just shows the trajectory of where we're heading as a football club, and as we're heading as a fan base. And yes, we've had that disappointment of not winning promotion, but it just shows that we are heading in the right direction, and we'll only continue to keep doing that, I believe, with this model that we've got. So it's all good. So there is the video. I haven't done a Grimsby style video for a little while, but like I said, a bit of a mixed bag there. Obviously with Jack and Dale, the sad losses of those two, and like I said again, I send my condolences to Jack and Dale's family at this time, and also a few bright sparks as well. There will be a little bit of a break now for me. One thing I do want to put at the end of this is congratulations to Notts County. They are in League One for next season. Now we sort of get ourselves ready as a fan base, and get ourselves ready for have a little bit of a break. Now obviously if there's any news that breaks that deserves to be talked about, I'll be here to do that over the summer. I will get a couple of weeks, I'm sure. Signings will be spoken about very, very soon. I think the window opens officially on about the 15th of June. So, a couple of weeks, and we'll be all in full swing by about the middle of June as we start to develop and strengthen for next season. So leave me your thoughts on everything that's in this video. Like, share, comment and subscribe. Won't keep anybody any longer, and I will see you guys, hopefully, if my camera holds up, as much as I can over the summer. But again, do keep your comments coming in, and we'll do a Q&A over the summer. So I'll do a separate video on that and we'll do a Q&A. I'll get everything sort of ready, and we'll do a Q&A video. So you can, I've been doing this for a couple of years, but you can get to know me and my Grimsby Town fandom a little bit more. But anyway, enough of Wingate's waffle, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, hit the like button, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys soon for the next one. Until then, up the manners, and let's enjoy our summer break. Love it. Love this heat as well, but not when not as hot as it was the other day. Wow. I'll see you guys in the next one. Ta-da for now. Bye.